Hi, this is Brian with ICANN, and I'm here to show you a new wireless follow focus product which is the first of its kind. So before now, you could only use a wireless follow focus product that had to be tethered to a Pro battery with a DTAP power source. So what I have with me here is the PDL-AF. So this basically solves all the problems that I just mentioned, and it's designed for a single user to pull focus for a variety of different shooting scenarios. So today I'd like to show you the most simple setup, which is actually going to be using everything that comes included with the unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to mount it directly onto the shoe mount of the camera, and we're going to have a 15mm rod going out over the lens, and we're going to connect the motor to the teeth of the lens here. So to do that, I'm going to mount 15mm rod to our 15mm rod clamp. And then I'm going to take the motor, and then I'm going to connect it to the end of the rod here. And then once I get the teeth aligned, I'm going to go ahead and tighten the clamp. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my controller and mount it to the 15mm rod at the very end here. So next we're going to insert the Canon E12 battery into the battery slot here. Okay, so whenever I slide in the battery, you're going to see that there's a red light here. What that means is that the Bluetooth is trying to find the controller. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the controller, and you'll see that there's a red light here as well. And once they're both green, that means they're both synced with each other. Another thing that I'd like to mention is that for lenses without start and stop points, we're going to have to do a manual calibration. Once both of the lights are green, what we're going to do is actually just manually move the lens ring until we reach the stop point of the focus. And then we're going to move it to the other end. And then we're just going to slightly move it the other direction. And then it's automatically going to go to the middle of the focus point. And then once it stops, that means it's calibrated. So you're ready to start pulling focus. So one of the things that I'd like to point out about the controller is that it can actually be mounted to a lot of different types of things. So it can be mounted onto things like a handheld stabilizer, a dual-handled stabilizer, a Steadicam, a glide cam, a jib, a top handle, a camera rig, camera cage. It can be mounted onto basically anything. So there's a lot of different types of shooting scenarios that you can use this with. The internal battery inside the controller on standby mode can last up to 20 hours, and it can last up to 8 hours while being used consistently. So the follow focus system that we showed here is called the Live Air, and this is the PDL-AF. And for more information, please check out our website at icancorp.com.